I don't even value like going to church anymore because I mean ever since the day I saw an ATM at the church, I stopped going to church.
What church is that?
An ATM.
ATM at the church.
Ever since
It's not you gotta do your donations, bro.
They taking cards, man. Swipe them cards.
I mean, you have to
do
think, bro.
donations,
I mean, you
bro.
have to think. You gotta think to yourself, like, what are they using all this offering for?
Welcome back to another episode of AfroVIVID.
Yeah.
We got Shitty Braits in the building.
We in the building.
Shitty Brait in the building. Yeah, man, we got Marco in the building also. And of course, man, this.
What's up? What's up? You know what I feel like we need to do?
What?
As an intro, we need to make Shey do like a quick verse,
a freestyle?
quick freestyle. Yeah.
Go for it, man. Go for it, man.
Okay. I mean, shit. Let's get to it then. Can I get a clap?
All right.
What's
Executive, like, yo.
Okay.
Okay.
in this family reunion? We introduce it.
Okay.
You got a joke, man.
Yo. Niggas wanna take shots at me when I'm high, that's a low blow. They don't know I got eyes like a GoPro. Seeing all these schemes, schematics, I'm not a loco. I hit you niggas with the right hook and the Draco. Tres dos I am numero uno. No wrestler, but I feel like a sumo. Coming for all of you niggas like Cujo. Fortnite, I hopping in map just like Thanos on TV on BET. Yeah, you got no GED. Really praying to God in my shit. Make it on MTV. Yeah, I swim in the 7 seas. Yeah, 30-degree debris. Yeah, I'm cold as fuck, but I don't freeze. But my neck and my ears and my wrist, yeah, they freeze. Nigga, this is my fallacy.
Okay.
Yeah, this is my entropy. Why'd you stop? This is no entity.
Okay.
Y'all come on. Y'all feel me?
I was about to speed it
That was
up,
good.
right?
That was good.
I was about to speed it up because I heard your voice try to speed. I was like, and get you to like.
I mean,
go.
because we didn't want it to clap louder because you know it might overtake your voice. So
Type.
Yeah.
But yeah,
was
man.
soft,
We in the building, man. STG live in effect. You already know how I do, man. You already know how I'm coming in. Shout out to my boy Corey. He told me this line the other day. He said, "A samurai has to make sure his sword is always sharpened in the heat of battle." So every day, I just keep sharpening my sword, man.
okay.
That's tough, man.
Because you got to get it how you can. If you know, you know. Album coming out soon. Paradise Waterfalls. It was supposed to come out last year, but I'm still putting some bits and pieces. I'm in my Afrobeat era, so y'all should be expecting some heat from me soon. So yeah, man. Shout out to them boys, man.
Shade of great.
Yeah, we in this shit, man.
Shade of great.
I love it, man. Taking it back to the motherland, man. Afro beats.
Oh God.
Shit. Fire, man. But how's your weekend going, though?
Weekend's been pretty solid, man. I'm just in the realm of just, working and just, paying bills and providing for myself, really been staying out the way. I'm really around like the outskirts. I'm not really in the city as much. I'm really doing my own thing, got a great support system, shout out to my family. Been with me, for all these years and, they continue to be with me and, they always make sure they want to make me a great role model for all my little siblings growing up. I just saw them, last Christmas and spent New Year's in Texas. So, it was a vibe. I saw a lot of my uncles that, I haven't seen for like literally decades. So, it was always good to, have them come around again. And I've really gone into this new year with a clear mindset, a much more conscious mindset. I've really gone into this new year, just really assessing my options and making the right decisions and really thinking about things before I do them, I found a balance and all I want to do is just grow that balance. And, I don't really associate like the people I really associate myself with, I don't really call them friends. I really call them brothers.
Yeah.
And by me just saying that should already let you know, or that should already give you the notion that, I'm very selective of who I spend my time with. So, the media will always, perceive, people's lives, but you can't just go around believing what everybody says, because we live in a modern age where people are very envious towards each other. So the best thing to do is just to stay in tune with those who have been around you or have been with you, from way back when. And that's how you can outgrow the fallacies and outgrow the nonchalance and the adolescence. I'm not gonna throw any names, but yeah, that's basically what I've been on, man.
Facts.
That's tough, man.
Yeah.
I mean, just speaking of like support system they have and like friends or like family around you, and not even sure if should be putting this on camera, but I mean, we all know what happened to like one of our close friends recently, and very sad. But I mean, we all grateful to hear that at least he's doing pretty well.
Yeah.
But I'm also like very just happy to see how like all of us were like communicating during that period, just asking how we could help or like try to see how we could make things easy for him as he's going through on this tough period of his life. And that's the type of people that you would want around you, because I mean you just never know, like nothing is like guaranteed. Like things can change at any time, and you just want to make sure you have those people around you that would have your back when things like that happen.
Yeah, indeed. When something tragic like that happens, it's really like it really puts everybody that the person is inclined with at a standstill. When I heard the news, I mean, the whole day I was quiet. I didn't even speak. Like, how you would be, by yourself, doing your own thing, at least, you're vocal during the day, you're in a world where you have to be vocal, you have to speak. I was literally quiet the whole day, bro. I was quiet the whole day.
Yeah.
I'm on the road just quiet. Like I usually be having the music bumping. I'm just on the road quiet, bro, because I was in shock. I was in awe to see something happen to someone like that really doesn't do anything violent, keeps to himself,
Yeah, man, it's just that shit can come to you at any time, bro. Like you might be thinking you're safe one day, and the next something that has nothing to do with you comes to you. I feel like, well, I call those are reality checks, bro. Is what I call those things, man. Because you can be just living your life, doing your thing, and then something happens out of the blue that's completely out of your control, and it can change your whole day, your whole perspective on things. So that's why you move carefully, but sometimes even when you move carefully, it's not good enough, man. It's just, you got to accept it. This is the life we live in. Anything can happen. So we do everything we can to prevent that. But if it's going to happen, man, it's going to happen. It's just, you pray that when it comes, you're ready, and then, keep moving.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
Just gotta be mindful of places and situations that you put yourself to the best of your ability. I think that's the only thing that you have in control. Then anything else I have, and like Marco, you said it best. Like it's just life. Like things happen, and if it happens, like have like another chance, another opportunity to like move forward from it. And a lot of times it could be like best thing to happen to some people. Like just it's a reality check, man. Like it puts you like in a place where like, man, now I know for sure I cannot take things for granted. Now I know for sure like I have to make sure like I do the things that are important to me. Like prioritize like spending time with the people that are important to me. Like all these other things I used to do in the past, man, that shit don't make any sense, because now that I'm in the situation, like who are the people around me? These are the people that I know I should focus more on. But yeah, what's the topic for today, man? I know that was a very tight conversation.
So, as all of us were, and we also went through COVID. So, but lately there has been a lot of people who are getting sick.
Yeah.
What are like your thoughts? Do you guys think
What kind of sickness, though? Because I haven't followed
just-
the news at all.
Respiratory, just
different,
like breathing and stuff like that.
Yeah, different sickness that ranges from just like what Mark said, respiratory diseases, or could be related to like cancer. It could relate to like some kind of unknown diseases. that's how COVID started. People were just getting sick, but they couldn't really tell. So when you have COVID, it wasn't like some people get headaches, some people don't. Some people get nausea, some people don't. So it doesn't. It's not like one symptom, right? So, but like, and there were times where they were saying, "Oh, there's another variant of COVID. There's another variant." But what do you guys think? If you guys just think about all of those issues happening, like, what are like your thoughts in terms of the world, like where we going?
Well, there's definitely a shift in what's going on the outside world. I would most likely just say the sickness has to do with, toxins in the air that are always, polluted by the government. And we can go on for hours and hours on that topic, but toxins. Recently, 150,000 people came to the U.S. The border is open. 150,000 people from different nations and different countries have entered the United States of America, and you don't know what they could have. You feel me? You don't know what those people might have. You don't know their lifestyle. You don't know what they were doing, where they were at. So it's a lot of things. I personally think, just health is wealth. So just being the best version of yourself you can be to escape whatever this dilemma is the best solution. Because the pharmaceutical company is to me, the pharmaceutical company is nothing but a detriment to humans. People take medication and get sick. People take medication for diseases and illnesses and get other diseases and illnesses. So it's the best thing to do is just to for example, we have this over here, so you might as well start partaking in this.
Ginger.
You feel me? So and escape the matrix. That's the best thing, and people need to stop feeding into what these higher corporations want them to do in terms of improving their health, because at the end of the day, there's always something behind the back cover of the bottle.
Yeah.
That you definitely see, but you're still gonna take the product because it has so and so and so and so. You feel what I'm saying?
That's the thing, man.
Just
It's just
being the best versions of ourselves to escape whatever this is. I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but yeah.
I'm trying to make sure I understand exactly what we're talking about. Are we saying that the rate of people getting sick is like on an incline compared to like what it's supposed to be like on an average? Because people are always gonna be sick,
Right.
or are we saying like there's also like a new variant of like sickness that we're saying that we haven't seen in the past? And I think you kind of like mentioned something like maybe like the governments have something to do with it.
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
The government.
Shit, is that what you're saying, bro?
So far as like, is that what you're saying?
I'm not trying to put you
someone
on,
got a mic on him like
nah,
right here.
I'm not trying to put you on the spot, right? But I just want to make sure I understand, because I have no like.
Okay,
I
so what
probably
I was
have like the least knowledge in like all those things, because I just haven't been following like the medical what's going on in like the medical stuff, and just the news in general. Also, I just pretty much like just keep to myself.
Yeah, so no, what I was saying is the government, because everything is like surface level. The information that the world will give us, middle class or quote unquote, put us in that bracket. They're gonna give us surface level information. There's definitely information that we don't know about. There's definitely things that we are supposed to know about that we don't know about, and information deals with a lot of things. For example, sickness, what we're talking about. There's a lot of antidotes, and there's a lot of repellents that we don't know about that we could use to our disposal to live a better life.
Yeah.
So when I said the government definitely has ties to. If you're vocal enough out in the outside world to know about population decrease, you would know that the government has been trying to eliminate people from not just the United States but the entire globe, because the United States now wants to be a totalitarian government. So with that being said, with the United States wanting to be a totalitarian, do you know what totalitarian means?
Yeah, take total control and
Take control over
everything.
which is literally every African country. But like I'm saying, yeah. So
They're doing that to Haiti right now.
there's definitely totalitarian implement that is being implemented. So yes, the government definitely has a huge part to play with what is going on right now. Because mind you, if there is another strain or another COVID or another virus that's coming, it can't wipe out. It can't really get everybody a huge number of people sick. It can't wipe out the whole entire country. But the government definitely has a part to play with it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So you think COVID was step one of their plan?
Yes, definitely, most definitely. I mean, if the United States is so strong and the United States is so empowered as a nation, why would they just let something out of the blue just come from another country and hit our skies if we're so powerful?
Wait though. Why is it just United States? What about the other developed countries? Like, what about England?
What about
Are they
them?
not all in it?
No,
Yeah, they're all in it. So I mean, basically, just to wrap up what he was trying to debate to me about. Yes, I do think the government is taking part in this. I do feel like the government has a huge part to play about this, about people getting sick. You know, it's not just. I mean, what do you guys think? What do you guys believe in?
Look, this is what I mean, definitely, we all know that there was a lot of things that just wasn't clear about COVID, especially with the fact that with the censorship and all that, and with the Twitter files that got released, right? Because
Right.
I mean, the government was trying to make sure, pretty much to control like the whole situation, like have everybody take the vaccines, and if you have anything negative to say about the vaccine, like you either gonna get canceled or they're just gonna mute you, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the issues that I have with it, because I mean,
Okay, so let me ask you.
'cause there
Hold
should
on.
be there should be freedom of speech for like anything, right? 'Cause,
Right.
I mean, people should have like there should be a need for like people to debate like whether something is right or wrong. But if you're just saying like it's just one sided, then you kind of like put people in the mindset of like thinking like, I mean, what's really are you trying to hide? Like, why can't we talk about it, right? Even if it's good or not.
I never said it was one sided. I never said the government was.
No, I was just saying that's how like most people felt about the COVID, the whole situation because of the censorship around it.
Okay.
I don't know if you try. I mean, around
Okay.
the time like when people like upload like any video, right?
Right.
As soon as you say COVID,
Right.
your video just they flag it at the time, and that's I think that's the only
So let me ask you the question. So why do you feel like there's an incline in sickness, or what do you think? What do you think is the cause of it?
I mean, I don't know if there's an incline.
You just said before there was you just
No,
said in your statement there was an
I was
incline
just
in
asking,
sickness.
is there like an incline? Is that why you're saying
Oh, you're asking me is
Yeah,
there
yeah, I was just asking you.
is there
I'm
an
not-
incline because of the government?
yeah,
Yeah, most definitely, yes.
yeah.
Most definitely. 100%. You can't blame this. You can't blame this shit on other countries. You can't. You can't just put other countries as the default blame for why there's toxins in the air and people are somehow getting sick.
So
So-
why do you think the government is doing that?
Yeah,
If you
what
think
what
that
what
they
do
in
you think
control
their end goal is? What's the
Yeah.
ultimate goal?
Well, the end goal is to have more people perish, and with more people perishing means more power. And the iconic people that people worship and praise, like Elon Musk, what's the guy, the Tesla guy?
That's Elon Musk.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
talking about Jeff Bezos
Jeff Bezos
from Amazon.
Amazon.
What's the other guy's name again?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah, all
Bill
those
Gates.
guys, they're following protocol. They're making inventions and making innovations for people to partake in so they can be trapped.
So, do you think this is more of a spiritual or money scheme?
No,
Do you think they're doing it for money, power, or
I mean,
is
they
it
are
like a higher?
they are doing
like
it.
Illuminati.
No, they are
kind?
doing it for they are doing it for power and money, but at the same time, we're living in a spiritual warfare.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, so it's like
that's been going on.
It's
for a while.
definitely spiritual definitely has to do with it. So yeah.
I mean,
No,
bro,
man, I do
that's-
I do understand that. I mean, a lot of these big platforms, companies, and like just people with money, like they are, all of them are fighting for like people's attention, right? And we're in the age where if you have like lots of people attention, that means money. You know, whether it's a good attention or a bad one, just the fact that you have like people that are tuning into you, it's money for like anyone, right? And we've seen like situation where like people are building tools, creating tools to like just steal your attention and stuff. I don't know if you guys have seen what's the name of this movie? I can't fucking remember the name. Like Dilemma?
Social experiment.
Social something. It's on Netflix. And
Is it the one Obama directed?
no.
I don't know if Obama did it.
We'll
but,
get to that one later. No,
yeah,
that
but
one.
what happened? What that show was breaking down, it was just showing you like all this social media apps, like this tech companies, like certain things that they're doing to like their phones now to make sure that you just stay logged into their phones. For example, right, one thing with the notifications, when you have your notifications on, right, whenever you hear that sound, ting, like you just want to open your phone to see what's going on, even though like it's just a scam email
Right.
or like something that has nothing to do with you, but the fact that that sound keeps coming on, you just stay attached to the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Or like TikTok, right? Once you start like watching one video, like you don't even have to skip to the next one anymore. It just play the next one for you.
Damn.
Or to play Netflix is the same thing, right? After a show is finished, it just skip playing the next one, like automatically. So like you have no control. You just sit back and relax and just watch this thing keep going. Spend more time to it, and it just in the past it just wasn't like that, right? And it's just like everybody just trying to fighting for like people's attention, and I don't know how that relates to the medicine stuff, but I do have like I I'm not saying like you're wrong about that, but I know that if someone can see that as an opportunity to like control like people, that maybe they possibly could do that.
I mean, for me, right? I'm gonna go first with the medicine. I believe there are a lot of cures, but of course, they can't just mass produce medication like that. And again,
You said they can't?
they cannot because
Why not?
Okay, so let's say you own you found a cure for something major, right? You have to go through so many hurdles because again, if you meet this person, say, "Oh, I found this cure," for example, do you think like the people, the government, or whatever, they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, go ahead, straightforward"? Nah, because if their goal or whoever's goal is like, "No, we don't want that. We don't want no one to find a cure for cancer." Do you think they will allow you with the medication? They won't. So it all depends. There's a lot of politics that goes into those stuff. So I believe even the medication that they create, reason why some of them have like side effects because the chemical that they use to produce those medication, the different chemicals that they mix with, just to cure something. But again, you end up getting side effect. So whereas you still getting cured, but again taking a lot of medication.
Like the people who took the vaccine and died.
Yeah, well.
Like, bro.
Those are like.
I mean,
the
come
side
on, man.
effect,
Like, it's in plain sight. It's
No.
plain sight, bro.
Well, for me, right? This is what I believe, right? I don't think 100% is like the vaccine that made them die. 100%. I don't believe that.
Yeah, I mean,
I
most of them died because of old age.
Yeah, old age, or they
Some
might
other
have like
medical
underlying
issue, yeah.
underlying diseases that
Right.
it's
The
just
vaccine might be just too strong for
right,
them.
or the vaccine just kind of makes it worse a little bit.
Right.
But it's not like if you're a perfectly normal person, good health, the vaccine will kill you. I don't believe that's like the case for it. But in other medications, you do get side effect. But I don't think it's like side effect that will kill you. But if you take a lot of medication since you were young all the way up, you might end up getting liver a problem because your liver is working constantly.
Yeah.
Because that medication you're taking, it has toxin in it.
Yeah.
Your body, your liver needs to work 24/7 to take out the toxin and then, turn to waste and all that stuff where you pee or whatever, right? But if you're constantly taking medication, it might affect you. So that's like some of those side effects. And then what was the
there's
second
people
part?
that take medication but never get better.
Yeah, and what was the other one? Was it the technology? What was it?
Which one?
The second part.
The the Neuralink?
No. The second part you were talking about. You say you don't believe the medication part, but then you talk about, is it technology?
I have no idea what I was saying in the first place.
I don't know.
I mean, if you really think about it, what do you think Elon Musk and the higher elites are trying to do? They're trying to turn humans into robots.
So okay, I remember.
Why do you think they're inserting a chip in brains?
I remember now.
Why do you think that?
You know why?
Why?
It's money.
Exactly.
It's just money. It's just so all these entrepreneurs, business people, billionaires, they just find a way to create the next big thing. And in doing so, it could harm people or it could not. So they may know or they may not know. But it's just, they just think about money. Like, oh, I want to do this.
Right.
Like, why would you want to go to space and build like a whole freaking life out there? It's
Right.
money, because if you were the first one to do it, and now you're charging people hundreds of thousands of dollars
Right.
just to go to space. So
Yeah.
it's all about money.
And
Look.
like he was just saying about how the social media, like with the notifications and everything, what do they have now? The Visual Pro. Everything is in your face.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like, what's one way we can have it really glued to their face?
All right,
The
'cause
Visual Pro.
that's how they make money.
Exactly.
You have to stay longer on the app, because the Apple and the app owners make
Right.
money off of it.
Right.
But then the app person, whoever created the app, makes more money. So it's all about money.
Yeah. One thing I'm skeptical about though is all those things, like people are using it, but they're not seeing what they're doing.
Right.
They get your fingerprint, and now they get your face scan, and now they get your retina.
Yeah,
It is all biometric stuff that only you in the world has that distinct criteria, and they have that.
And
They
I-
claim to have it safe and everything, but if only you have that and now they have it, they can pretty much replicate you now,
Right.
and they can
Put
pretty
into
much
a robot
control
or
you
something,
now.
right? Where
And-
someone can go up and have your fingerprint.
Yep.
Boom, your face scan.
They're
They have
now
the same face.
they're now Cisse. They're now Shade of Great, So that's the part I'm skeptical about. Is that okay? They're doing all that. Okay, there's this cool shit and all that shit. But my part is that they're literally taking stuff that are only one of us, distinct of us. And they're saying we need you to do that for security reasons, because no one else can hack into that shit. Like to this day, I don't have my Face ID on there. I've
Same,
never set up fingerprint on any of that stuff because there's a database. They claim to have encrypted all your stuff, but when money comes, they can sell that data,
Of course.
and it's out there. So
let me give you guys a quick example, right? I'll be at work, probably I might be on,
Shit, I
YouTube
shouldn't
or
have said
something like that,
too loud.
right?
I should have turned my phone off before I said that.
Yeah, I'll be on there, right? And then like because I usually watch like Brazilian homes and and Indian homes, right? And then the same channel, when I open my phone at home or something, I will see the same suggestion on there.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
So that's how they sell everything. When money comes, they sell it. But again, Facebook did said they won't. They used to store the data, but now they're not doing it
Guess
anymore.
what though?
Facebook
One more thing on top of that is the voice. Now AI can replicate your voice. You see all the celebrities and shit like
The
that.
scamming thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're using your voice now. So what else do they need from you? So that could turn back to, they want to get rid of us, but they can make more of us. They can make more of us.
Right.
You feel me? So I don't know, bro. That's just what I thought. Like the other day I was at work, right? I wasn't even around my phone. My phone wasn't on. I go from one room to the other. My coworker was talking about some geography shit, right? And then I go home and I'm scrolling on my phone. Guess what I see?
Same
That
here.
same shit they was talking about on my phone
Because they listen.
as an ad. I'm like, what the? I wasn't even the one talking about it. So I don't know. That's the thing, man. We've talked about this before. It's good sometimes, but at times it can be used for bad. So it's just how you decide to use it. So
I mean, I do know that there's all this artificial intelligence stuff that happens like in the background also of our phones, right? Like everything now has like it's like everything have to have like some AI type of stuff in order for like it to be like cool or whatever. But what do you guys think also? Because sometimes like the way our brain work also, right? If we are not constantly thinking of something, right, we may not notice it even though if it's around us, right? But the moment that we put that like at the top of our mind, we start seeing it all around the place. Do you think that has like anything to do with like what we're seeing also? And a good example actually is like let's say when you're shopping to like get a car, right? Let's say before you actually was thinking of buying that car, like when you're driving, you just don't notice that car much on the road.
Yep.
But as soon as you purchase a car, now you start seeing it
That's what
all
you
over the
start
place.
seeing.
So is it really like just our brain, like all those things like they were already on our page, but we just don't notice them because like we weren't thinking of them at the time, or is it like just like a combination of both, like this AI stuff like working behind it, and also like our brain also just noticing those things now.
I feel like when you don't know, you don't know, right?
Yeah.
Because a kid would not think about that stuff. But once you were exposed, if you hear, like, let's say us talking about this AI stuff, right? If you've heard it before, and then you say, oh, let me do some research, and then you start thinking about what the stuff they've been using AI to do, right? All of a sudden, you become like woke, like you become aware. It's like, okay, well, are they really listening to me? Like, are they really getting my voice? So it makes you conscious. That's because now you know. Because but if before when you didn't know, like you weren't paying attention, But once you're aware of it, you become conscious of it. Then now it's like it's in front of you now. Like now you're like watching everything that you do. It's like, oh, does this thing? Because again, for me, I had the Google Home thing. But yeah, I mean, the thing was just playing music without even me talking to it.
Yeah.
So I disconnected it. It's been like 3 years I haven't used it.
He's like, my
I
man
think-
said want to listen to some
my man's
music.
got scared.
I think I'm gonna play some music for this man.
Yeah. I disconnected. And again,
Yeah.
they listen to, as
Yeah,
long as
bro.
it's on, they listen. So I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that stuff anymore.
Yeah, but I also think like I don't think we should like become slaves to like or like deprive ourselves from using some of these things, right? You just have to understand like what you're getting yourself into. It's like you see some people like they want to like post videos online, but they don't want like people to type in their comments and stuff. Then why put the video online anyways? You know, even though like you can turn the comments off or
Yeah.
things like that. The fact that you put that online, like you just left yourself open for like anything, and there's some really nasty people out there that was just do anything to like get the worst side of you and stuff. But I mean, you do have a choice, like either use these things or not use it. I have one of my Jamaican friends, Kibede. That dude, man, he refused to use anything new. His old phone, that phone is so old, man, and whenever he break that phone, I have to fix it. Fixing the phone costs more than buying a replacement. But he was like, nah, man, I just cannot buy like this new things. And I mean, at that point, like, me personally, I don't feel like it's even necessary to like leave that way. Because to be honest, like, if man, if they really want to find something from you, man, your information is already out there. Like,
Yeah.
you can't hide that much anymore nowadays, man. Because
Yeah.
we have like all this strict cameras that have been installed on the road. They can pick you up from anywhere. They just know that's you.
Right.
You cannot hide for too long. So it's either like just try to be a better human and just be the best version of yourself, and whatever thing is not in your control, that's just life. It may work like to your advantage or to your disadvantage, but
Okay,
I
so
don't know.
would you get the Neuralink implant?
I don't have any need to get it. If I'm in a situation where I feel like it could be beneficial for me, well, why not? Because I think that's the thing, right? Like everybody think like it's gonna be for everybody, like. But if you just like a perfect there's no such thing as a perfect human being, but like if you can do like what like a average person is operating like, why do you need a Neuralink for? At that point, if you get it, then you just either just have too much money, or or I don't know. But I mean, I think like based on my understanding of it, like the initial intent of the Neuralink, right, is to at least put people that are not like people that are born with what's the best way can I say it?
Defects and shit like
Defects
that.
and stuff, right?
Yeah.
To still give them chance for at least for them to be able to
Like disabled people.
yeah, disabled people, for them to
Have a better
have a like a
quality
better
of
better
life.
yeah better life compared to the situation that they were in. And if you just look at it from that point of view, right, like I mean, I think it's a great
That's
thing.
actually a really great.
I think it's a great thing because I mean I do feel like I mean every person on this world, right, like we are supposed to like have like good experience. And it's the same thing also with like the rich and the poor, right? Like why are some people poor, like extremely poor, and some people are just super wealthy, right? Like you would want like everyone to have like the same opportunity like to life, but it's just not that way. And if Neuralink can, at least close a gap for like someone that's just have like a difficult time, um, that just wasn't born with like the proper like you know, things of that nature, and if they can afford it, I think it's a great idea. But now to say someone like Elon Musk, right, a dude that's already rich, that's smart as hell, and he put that Neuralink on himself. Nah, that's unfair, man. It's like, dude, you're already smart as hell. Now you have a computer chip in your head. Boy, that's dangerous for
I wonder
anyone.
why he didn't test it on himself first before.
Of course you wouldn't. Why would it?
Because you're the cause of your own downfall.
Yeah, I mean,
If you tried this shit on himself and it didn't work,
have you seen out there where the Neuralink worked though?
I mean, I've seen
Have you seen
people-
videos?
there's people getting implants
I've
for it
looked at
already.
the process
Yeah?
of how it gets.
Yeah, people are getting it.
Yeah.
People are getting it. Yeah.
I did see like the one video of the monkey, right, with the Neuralink chip.
Or playing a game, right?
He was playing this game on the TV. You know the bouncing ball.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Did
And
he
the
have
monkey was controlling that thing like he couldn't miss.
Did he have the Neuralink when he was doing that? I thought they just trained him to do that so he could get food or something.
No, I think that's a different experience you're talking about.
Okay.
But the Neuralink one, like he was actually playing like this game, like controlling the.
With his mind. Oh
With
yeah,
his
I know
mind,
what you're talking
yeah.
about. Yeah. I know what you're talking
I mean,
about.
that's insane.
Yeah, man.
But
I
you know-
mean,
you know
it's
things
already
like-
developed in some sense. There's people playing video games without a controller. They're using something with their mouse. There's a girl actually that's developing something where it's like a little adapter thing you put on your head, and like it reads your brain scans and stuff, and you can make movement in the video game. Like you can shoot, you can run. You just gotta think about it, and it happens.
That's
and
crazy.
it's actually out there already. So,
What do you guys think though? Like playing video games like with your mind, is it any fun? Just by thinking about it.
I mean, at this point, if you're playing a competitive game, it's just gonna be who's smarter. That's all it's got.
I feel like, right, the only thing I need, if I'm going to use my brain for a video game, it got to be to aim.
Yeah.
Because I'm stuck at aiming, but I can shoot.
Because look at this, right? Look at this, right? When you're playing with a video game with a controller, right? And sometimes you miss, you get frustrated, you just slam the computer, man.
So you're going to slam your head?
You just slap your head, man.
Yo, you up for that?
There's people already probably doing that right now.
But that is crazy.
People do the
But-
most horrific things, man.
But you know also what's very interesting about like all this developments and all that. It's not like it's bad for like human beings like explore things and try to see what their potentials and stuff, right? Whether it's by creating stuff, right? And we've come like from a very long way, like from people like riding on horsebacks, now like flying on planes and very
Owning a private jet.
yeah. And I mean, no time from now, probably flying cars gonna be a thing and stuff,
They already are.
right? But look at it also, right? The easiest, the more easy life becomes with all this technology things, right? The more weaker human beings are.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know why? We just now like super relying like all this technology stuff to like do all these things, right? And one prime example, right? When I was back home, I used to have like what's this thing called? Photographic memory. Like it was sharp, man. Like I'll go to a place like once, even if it's like five hours away. I'll know how to get back. You know.
Yeah.
Since I come to the States, that shit is impossible, man. That's impossible. Like I cannot go like to places without my GPS.
Yeah.
Cause I just found myself like it's easy to put the GPS on now. Like I'm just not focusing. Like,
You're
when
not
I'm going to
practicing it anymore. You don't
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah, and it's insane just thinking about that, right? Because knowing that, like at one point, like it used to be, like when GPS wasn't even an option, you used to like know how to do these things,
Yeah.
and it's the same thing with like just attention also, right? Like people just feel like they cannot like go like for a period of time without their phones. They just feel lonely because I mean they've always like grown up like attaching themselves to screens or device and stuff. That's the only way they know how to like have fun now.
Yeah.
And when you look at transportation, right? When people used to ride on like horsebacks, like just walking to a place, like what's the chance for you to like get in an accident, like just lose your life? But now you're in a private jet, man. If that thing fail like any step, you just gone. You're a dead man, man. That's it.
And again,
It's crazy.
it's not like you're gonna rush. Say, let me crank up the speed real quick. Or
to get there faster. Yeah, man. I mean, that leads us to like blackouts and shit. Like, if none of that stuff, let's say a blackout were to happen, and we can't use our phones to communicate, we can't use electricity to warm up our food or anything. What do you guys think would happen? Like,
Well,
gonna
first
go
of
back
all,
to caveman.
the first thing that's happening is chaos is hitting the streets if a blackout was to happen.
you know why?
talking about people-
Chaos doesn't have to happen though.
Right.
Chaos happens because of the stupid people that don't know shit. Like, you say chaos is gonna happen. Are you gonna be part of that chaos?
Hell no.
Exactly, because there's stupid people out there that are miseducated that are gonna do radical shit without thinking. If there's no power or there's a blackout, first thing you do is you try to gather as much water as you can. You try to start buying batteries and all that shit, but there's a way of doing it without chaos. It's just the chaos is probably not even caused by the people themselves, but the government though.
No, but I do think there's some a bit of chaos that just naturally happened just by people panicking though.
Yeah.
I mean, during COVID, right? You see people just one guy went on Amazon and bought like all the sanitizers on Amazon. Like, what are you doing, man? You see people just going to Walmart and just load up on toilet papers and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, even for a
You know?
fucking chicken sandwich, bro.
Yeah.
Like, people losing their life over a chicken sandwich.
Oh, the Popeyes joint?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that was
So-
insane, man. Can you just imagine, right? You're in jail right now. You're in jail right now for killing someone for a freaking Popeye sandwich that nobody gives a shit about anymore, man.
Yeah.
You just look silly, bro. I was like,
Yeah.
God damn, did I really
They
just...
ask you, what you know?
What are you
Why
doing
are you
time
here
for?
for?
What are you in for?
Yeah.
Chicken sandwich.
Be like, hey, come here, come
can't
look
be
at
really
this
got
nigga.
chicken
Right,
sandwich.
right. Here for a chicken sandwich.
You personally gonna get your ass beat just because you went to jail for a chicken sandwich.
But that also shows you, like, how people just put value on, like, some on unnecessary things,
Right.
man, just for a period of time. And I mean, I remember during that time also when the sandwich came out, right? Because me and what's his name, Sammy, we went camping, and we were like down south, and we were like, man, this is the best place to get the sandwich, because like, I don't think like people will be hyped about it like in this place. Like it's pretty slow down here. There's a freaking line there too, and this dude wanted to like wait for like that long ass. I was like, dude, I'm not in a rush to eat this stuff, man. Like eventually it's gonna be like everybody whoever that needs to try it right now. Eventually all of them gonna try it. Then I'll just walk in just peacefully and just grab my sandwich. And I mean, I think I had mine's like a month or two after. And I tried it. I was like, really? It's just the stuff
It was
all
okay.
these people are dying for? Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, facts.
But yeah, with the you said with the blackouts and are people building bunkers because of that? I think that the bunkers are mainly
Well, not because of blackout, but mainly because of doomsday. Like, so
Yeah.
that's what some people have been building since,
The last days, man.
yeah. Because what I think about bunkers, right? It's usually like when people start throwing bombs like all over the place and stuff, like the nuclear war. They're like kind of like a proof for those, and you guys sound like people are assuming that might be. I mean, with the way things are going, man, like Russia, they're not in good terms with like the United States, and we have two people that are very capable of just pulling buttons, man.
I'm gonna do it.
Isn't that the most
Maybe I
scary thing?
won't.
Isn't that the most scary? Have you guys ever thought about that? Like, man, it could be just one day, like, everything is just gone, man. Because, I mean, they do have, like, weapons that are capable of doing those things. I don't know if it's just people saying it or if that's actually the fact. But it's just scary, man. Like, what if somebody's just, like, in a run, like, in a bad mood one day, man? Because, I mean, there's some crazy people like that in the world. Like, I'm just in a bad mood. Let me just...
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen that, like, to some extent, right? Like, people that do, like, all this suicide killing. In a bad mood.
shootings
Like,
and
man,
shit.
let me take somebody with me.
Mm-hmm.
And,
That I don't get, bro. I really don't get it.
yeah.
It's
And that's-
unfortunate, though.
Yeah, but you see, that's why we also hope there's heaven and hell, man.
Except for those people.
Because some people really do need to be in hell, bro. Be in hell for the rest of their life for things they do, man. It's crazy.
Yes, I've seen a few of those videos on YouTube where they, have bunkers. Some people have it right, back of the house. Some, I think, like Denver, Colorado, they used to be like a nuclear plants, like different bunkers.
Yeah.
So this guy bought the whole thing and then he made it like into, something different. This other one goes really, really down. It's kind of like a tube, but then it has different level. Man, but it's expensive. He has like a whole bunch of like, canned food, packaging food, like boxes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So he's just waiting.
I mean,
he's
even
just waiting for the
regular
moment to
YouTubers are
come.
making bunkers. Like,
Who?
Jerry Rig everything. Even he's making bunkers.
Is it a bald guy?
Yeah.
Oh, white guy. Yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that video. And another guy in England though, he's literally made like a ton, somewhat like a bunker,
Like, are
but
they
like a
just
tunnel.
making that for fun, or is that like, is it something that they
it could
know
be.
that we don't know? Like,
But that's the thing. That's a good question, because we don't know. You don't know.
man, it's crazy because like all that unknown shit, man. It's just there's so much stuff that we feel like there's a lie or there's something else behind
They're
it.
definitely lying, man. Do you honestly believe what's like these people what they come out and say?
Man, I'm telling you right now, day by day, I'm becoming more of a conspiracy theorist, bro. Like, I'm not lying, bro. It's just like some things just
Don't make sense.
don't make sense, or the other people that's just saying the conspiracy is just it's making too much sense for you to not believe it. You feel me? Like, there's no way that can be such a perfect lie. You feel me? So it's different, man. That's why, like Safwan said, there must be heaven and hell, bro. Because there's just no.
There has to be, man.
The reason why they're building the bunkers is because they're trying to run away from Jesus Christ, and you can't run away from Jesus Christ.
I mean, they're stupid if they think they're gonna
Why
run
would-
away from
yeah, I know,
Jesus
right?
Christ with a bunker.
Because Jesus Christ is just gonna swallow you up underground.
Oh man,
That's
I
what they don't
know,
get.
man. It's got to be something else. Maybe there's a.
I think there's always like a hidden message where only the ones who know. But of course, the regular people, folks like us, we don't know. Yeah. We might have theories about it, but we don't really know. And when they come in, say this and that, it's only like a bit.
Let me ask you a question, right? Do you believe Joe Biden is Joe Biden? Do you believe Joe Biden is human?
Yeah, I think he's
this
human.
guy, man.
So you believe Joe Biden is human?
Yeah, he's
so
human.
the Joe Biden that's in the White House, you believe he has human flesh?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know why
What
I
do
think
you
he's
think?
human?
What do you
Because
think?
of all the mistakes he makes. If he
He's
wasn't
old.
human,
He's old.
he wouldn't be making
Bro.
all those mistakes.
All the people. I mean, the thing is, like,
It's an older
one
person.
thing you guys have to know about.
Some year person trying to like
Isn't
control a whole country, bro. When he can even control his diapers.
His brain,
It's
his
not-
brain
it's
is not
even about-
active
look,
anymore
I'm gonna
like
tell you
that.
something. All these people are reptilians. All these people are reptiles. These people are not human.
Are you human?
I am human.
How would we find out? How would we know?
That's a good question.
What do you mean? How do you find?
No,
it?
because you saying they're not human.
Right.
How did you know they're not human?
No, the reason why I'm saying they're not human is because you have to think. The president of the United States does not come close to having the amount of worldly power as some other people do. Like,
you want to know why?
why?
Because the president don't have power.
Exactly.
represent-
Congress
They're-
has power.
Not even Congress. There are people behind the
The
scene.
royal families, right?
Yes,
Right.
there are people behind the scene who controls
The
what's
Jesuits
going
and the
on.
Rockefellers.
So it's not the president. The president is just there. All of them are just, politics, they make money. That's about it. It's all about money. Trust me.
Right.
Whatever they do, it's all about making money. But yeah, of course.
I mean, compared to everyone compared to the people who are at the very top, we're like, we're like
the
surface level.
like the
literally.
bottom feeders. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
we ain't shit. They can step on us.
You can shut us down right now.
Man,
They're probably up there. Look at them peasants.
that's crazy, man.
They think they know something.
If a dude decides to shut us down, though, how would you go? Would you just give up, or would you go down swinging?
No, I would just get away from it,
How are you gonna get away?
and I would believe in the divine truth that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, and I have nothing
Yeah.
to worry about.
But
Yeah,
so you're a believer.
yeah, I am a believer.
How often do you
I
pray?
got baptized when I was 4,
How often do you pray?
about 3 or 4 times a week.
At home.
I pray everywhere I go. I don't just pray at home.
Okay.
You know, with that being said, I don't even value like going to church anymore because I mean ever since the day I saw an ATM at the church, I stopped going to church.
What church is that?
An ATM.
ATM at the church.
Ever since
It's not you gotta do your donations, bro.
They're taking cards, man. Swipe them cards.
I mean, you have
gotta
to
do
think, bro.
donations,
I mean, you
bro.
have to think. You got to think to yourself, like, what are they using all this offering for?
It's yeah.
It's for the preachers, for the pastor.
I feel you.
He's about to use that joint and go buy an AMG. Had that joint sit in his. Look at Joel Osteen. What do you need a $10 million mansion for? One
Is that a
human
pastor?
being. Yeah. Joel Osteen is a pastor. A pastor for the devil.
What do you think? Do you think pastors have to be poor though?
I'm not saying pastors have to be poor, but what example are you setting
Right.
for the people that you preach to, that you preach the gospel to? The gospel doesn't fall on fame and fortune.
I mean,
Any
but
monetary value at all.
you just have to listen to the message, though. Why do you care
Okay,
about
and
the
what is
message?
and what is
But
the,
wait,
and
but
what is the hold on,
you
hold on,
listen to
hold
the
on,
message,
hold on,
but they're
hold on,
taking your
hold on,
money.
hold on. And what is the message saying?
Whatever the
I
message.
mean,
is telling you.
I can't speak to you because you're Muslim. So I'm
No.
Yeah.
It's not Muslim or Christian. I'm just saying,
Right.
like any spiritual leader, right?
right.
Like, do you? I mean, there has to be some reputation there. So I guess there's some sort of like, you have to also look at the person saying the message. But to me, I feel like what's more important is just like the message itself, right? And you don't have to get it like directly from the spiritual leader. Like we do have like spiritual text that you could get the message from. Also, it's like people saying, what's the best way I can say?
No, he's saying the reason why he stopped going to church. Because when you go to church, you got to listen to them regardless of what they're saying.
Yeah.
But again, they might ask for donations. Just like where he said the ATM
Yeah,
machine.
they might ask for donations, but nowhere in the Bible does it say you have to donate. You have to give money in order to receive the love of Christ. Because that's been the one portrayed notion to the whole congregation is you give and you will get rewarded. No. Jesus never portrayed the act of life as that. He said he wants your heart. He knows your heart. He knows what you and you're about to do when you step out of here after this podcast. You feel me? He wants you to follow in his ways. He doesn't say he wants $1 million. You feel me?
Have you ever given like any?
Do his will and you will be rewarded in heaven, huh?
Have you ever given like any sort of what's it called, like not donation, but like giving to like someone that's like in need of it.
Yeah, I mean, I give all the time. I
Like
mean,
you're just saying like you don't have to do it like in
yeah,
the church.
yeah, I hand offering, but my perspective of giving offering to a church is I have the notion that they're gonna use that money to renovate the church, but they don't use the money for that. You understand, right? You don't know where the money is going realistically, because guess what? You're just a member of the church. So you come listen to the
I mean, at the same-
hold on. You come, you listen to the sermon. You get the word of God. That's if it's the right word of God, because there's underground churches and different types of shit out here that preach and blaspheme the name of Jesus Christ. So what I'm saying is, when I give offering, I'm expecting it to be used for renovation of a church, not for a pastor's equity.
Okay.
Understood?
So do you think there should be like a transparency where to like where that money is going?
Most definitely.
makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, not necessarily, because there really doesn't have to be if the church is a real divine church, if they really do what the gospel says. Like I said, there's churches that blaspheme the name of Jesus.
Yeah, I can see like, okay, you can donate to help the church, but like passing around that donation thing,
Right.
to force people to like,
Like
how you pass it
orphanages
to
and
every
stuff.
bench and stuff,
Right.
and someone's got to put money on there, and if you don't put money in there, some people look at you different, or you're not donating to the church and stuff. Like that's the part I don't believe in. You should always try to help they're not getting money from anywhere else.
Right.
So the donation is the
Yeah,
thing
no,
that
I'm sorry to cut you off. There's nothing wrong with giving money to the church.
right. That's what
nothing
I'm
wrong with
saying. It's just part of it to where it's like the offering where it's actually being passed to where they're expecting you to give money is the thing. Because I've seen, like you said, I've seen videos of pastors saying, if you put a $1 bill in there, take it back because we don't want it. I've seen that, so
because the thing also, right, like I don't think like we should spend too much time and like try to think about like where your money is going. Like if you're not sure where it's going, like in the first place, like why put your money on there? You have to make sure you have like clear understanding where that
why
money.
put your faith in there?
Yeah, where that money is going, right? And also like when you give in anything donations, like things like that, right? You have to give it like with your heart, right?
Right.
Like, just give it just like with the intent that it's going the right place.
Right.
Like I have no control on like whoever my money, like I'm handling my money to like what they're gonna do with it, and I would just like save my stress, and also I don't feel like it's necessary for like we to like just do that donations at the church, right? You could just walk down the road and give it to like somebody that really needs it. It's the same, you get the same value. It's just the intent behind it, right? Like, what are you really, like, how is that donation that you're giving? Like, how is that being helpful to whoever you're passing it to? And the amount also don't matter, right? Because you could give somebody like 2 cents, and they just need that 2 cents to buy water, and that's a lot more value than giving like $200 to somebody that they probably gonna use it for like gambling and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think one thing too I don't get, or like I don't like at all, is people that are doing like all this donations just for the camera. Like usually like it's said like in the books, like when you're giving like when you're helping somebody in that form, right, it usually has to stay like between you and that person.
Mm-hmm.
But like we've seen like all this, like they have the camera on and they do this, and like when they get on in front of the camera, they have to tell people, oh yeah, this is what I did. I did all this. I gave this kid. See, I did this for all these people.
Yeah.
And
That counter.
I don't know, man. I don't know if it sounds like good to like other people, but to me, it doesn't sound impressive at all. I mean, man, like
That's
how
the
much
thing.
money you put into, like, I'm not impressed. The fact that you just out there, like, putting out there, because I mean, one thing you have to understand also, like, some people, like, even though like they need your help, but they don't want you to like tell the whole world about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Ramadan is there. People's donation. People bring food. People give out money. And during Ramadan, they actually do like somewhat like a conference where people who are willing to donate for the month say, yeah, I'll give $1,000. Right? They have that. But then the imam, that's the imam has a salary, which like probably like I think 50 or 60 a year. That's it. The imam is not taking any more donation. It does not. The imam don't control none of that stuff. Yeah. So all the donation, what they get, they arrange. If they're paying the imam, let's say 2K every 2 weeks, that's his salary. The rest is just cook intake and cleaning, all that stuff that bills. But yeah, people donate.
But I think that's like in the perfect situation though, because
Yeah.
and there's also like corrupt like imams and stuff. So it's not just like pastors, right? Because we used to have this check in my neighborhood, man. It's like a hood check, man. I don't know if I would trust that guy who had once money, bro.
A hood check?
Yeah, but yeah, coming back to like pastors and like how they portray themselves like in the public, right? Like you were talking about this one pastor that has a Lamborghini and all of that, right?
Yeah.
What if he's the pastor in like Beverly Hills, man?
I mean,
Everywhere got a Lamborghini and let's say one of the people that go to the church, but they just pray, they bless him with a Lambo. You want him to turn it down?
I don't know, man. I mean,
I don't cruciate anybody's form of. I don't cruciate any form.
Your pastor, would you turn on a Lambo?
I don't know, man.
No, if they give it to
If
you,
I was a pastor,
yeah,
if I was a
of
pastor,
course.
I wouldn't
You
even
would turn it
want.
down?
No, if they
I
give
would
it to
not
you.
turn it down.
I mean, that's what I was saying.
I would not turn the Lambo down.
That's what I was saying, right?
No,
'Cause
if they give it to you, you can take it.
Yeah.
But again, you shouldn't be demanding taking all the money and go buy stuff for yourself.
Exactly.
Because again, now it's like
Don't take the church's money and spend it on yourself.
because again, when people
Especially
are
if you're a
donating,
preacher.
they're donating for the church, upkeep of the church, all that stuff. They're not donating for you to go buy Lamborghini.
Yeah, facts.
But again, they've done it to
If-
the point where it's like a business now.
If you
You know what I'm saying? It's like a business.
church is basically in ruins, and you're living in a big estate.
man,
If you
If you
become
go to
a
a
pastor,
church,
man, that's
bro,
it. You're rich.
if you go to a church and your pastor has a Lamborghini, don't go to that church anymore.
Why
bro.
not? Why
They're
not?
not for your benefit.
You're pulling
man.
up in you're pulling up in your Prius, and this man is pulling up in an Escalade. Like, come
Nah,
on,
man,
bro.
that should be
And
inspirational.
then every day,
that should be
bro.
You can be like that if you come to my church.
like that.
and then every
like-
Sunday you're like one of those the higher
damn, you
donators.
can-
Yeah, the biggest donators.
I'm doing.
I was like, dang, man, you can be a pastor and have a Lambo? How cool is that?
I feel like, Shey, come teach me some of the ropes so I can
How
climb
cool
up there,
is that?
man.
Yeah, man. But I don't know. It's definitely a war in religion though. So I don't know. It's just faith or being tested. That's all I'm
But
trying to
I
say.
think it's a lot going on where nowadays not speaking about the church, but a lot going on nowadays where it's just we are becoming more woke to this, to what's going on. Like we become more aware and caring. It's like, oh really? Like this is going on.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
at first no one did because what you
Oh yeah,
hear.
people are definitely much more conscious.
Yeah, because at first what you hear, that's what you're gonna believe. But now it's like, nah, let me double check.
Yeah.
Like let me see if
Hold up,
right.
hold up.
And it's crazy, and that's what I feel like things are going right now. It's like you don't just rely on one source. And right now, as we speak, social media is more accurate than regular TV news.
Oh yeah, facts.
It's more accurate.
Way facts.
Yeah, and then I remember there
social media-
were a time where they was like, oh, don't listen to social media, it's fake news. I mean, back then it was a lot of satire, type article that were on social media.
Yeah.
But now, individuals like us are
Yeah.
telling the truth. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen Twitter? Have you seen the amount of like videos circling around of violence just
I don't.
roaming around the world, bro?
I went on Twitter one time and that's all I saw, and then I never got on Twitter ever since. then.
But again, that's the reason. The reason why, like Twitter, for example, Elon Musk is hard to control.
Or X, as we should call it.
EX. It's hard. He's hard to control.
I love that, man. X,
So
X, X.
he.
But this is Elon's first offer right here. You better put that Neuralink in your head, bro.
Yeah, he's hard to control.
they gotta give him a free one.
I'm telling
So he does what he feel like is good for himself. No one controls him. He does not. He got his money, right? So
Well,
that's why you see sometimes a lot of
Not
good
yet.
stuff on there.
Not yet.
No, I
right.
think like people like him, it's hard for you to control him because like you can. It's very hard for you to deprive him of like things, right? Because like he got money, just like you said, and now he has a platform where like he can like communicate like clearly like what he needs to speak about. So you can't say all right, I would silent you on Instagram. He got Twitter now, so he can just like speak his mind on his platform. And the other thing also, what makes him like very difficult to like shut down is because like he has like all these very important things that are just
Yeah, depending like the
they're depending
Starlink,
like the
they
tes-
use it.
like the
People
Tesla's like
using it. Yeah.
Tesla and all that stuff, and now like he's got like the biggest spaceship like
Spaceship, yeah.
he's
Spaceship.
Space
more
program.
yeah
the biggest
space program like
program.
he's
Yeah.
more successful than NASA on
Yeah.
that stuff. So if
Yeah.
you shut him down, like you just
He
shut
could have
him down.
just stopped at Tesla, and he would have been good.
Yeah, and I mean, you shut him down, like you just put yourself in a situation where, like, you have like all these other countries like fighting for like superpower and stuff, like Russia and China and stuff. You shut down Elon Musk, like he has like some of like the biggest, asset for
Yeah,
the
man.
country actually. So like you just living yourself like in a place where like, man, what we gonna do? Like, cause now like we have like all these other countries like they like they coming for us. So you kind of like need him around, even though like you may not agree to like
I mean,
some of the things that he is doing. I'm saying
he worked with all the countries. Like he's not singling out one country.
yeah.
He
And
said he's not.
He was
He
very
said
intelligent.
he's not doing that. He said he's not picking a side. None of that stuff. He says he's gonna stay neutral.
Yeah, he's I don't know, man. He's very intelligent, but I don't know. Like you seem like you have like a different perspective to like him, but I do feel like I mean overall, based on like what he done, me personally, I feel like he is probably like on the like at least trying to do the right thing, especially when it comes to like the freedom of speech, right? And did you ever see the videos of like the Twitter files that he released?
Never.
So the reason why he had actually purchased Twitter, right, and it's all around like this COVID thing, right? Like with all the censoring stuff, where like people are not being allowed to like talk about COVID.
Say certain
Yeah,
things.
say certain things like they just want to take the vaccine and just move on and shut up, right? So he ended up just buying Twitter, and he actually paying like a whole lot more than what the app was worth. But he felt like he needed to like just do it for like just for people to at least have like a platform where freedom of speech is allowed. Because I mean Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at the time, like you just could not say certain things to YouTube. And when you look at like Google, YouTube, that's been controlled by Google already. And you look at Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp, that's been controlled by the Facebook guy. And Twitter too have their own stuff, and all of them like kind of like working with the governments and stuff.
Yeah.
And the files that he released, it was just pretty much going through like the agreements that Twitter have with like this country, like how they're censoring people and certain things that people should not be talking about the vaccines and stuff. And it was just very, very interesting to know that this social media companies, they actually are working with like the governments and stuff and trying to control like the narrative and stuff.
But that's what they want. That's why they brought them back to this hearing. Even TikTok, that's what they want. Because they don't want someone to just have users that would say anything, right? Freedom of speech. They don't want that.
I think
Because again, now the rest of the world is going to be aware of what's going on.
I think there's a difference between freedom of speech and just hateful comments, right?
No. Obviously not hateful comments.
And the things are like just because like I don't like what you're saying, don't mean like you shouldn't say it.
It's not hateful because again he blocks people who does hateful comments.
No, I'm saying
Twitter.
it was coming to the point where like you could not even speak your mind anymore, even though like you have like different values and stuff. But it was at the point where like, for example, let's say COVID, right? Like you cannot have like a different opinion to like the vaccines and stuff, and things just should not be like that, right? Because I mean, at that point, like we just like in a situation like it's like we have like a dictator like just controlling us. Like we just all have to do like what they're saying or like what they want us to do and stuff. And I think that's where like he was trying to like control at least we should have like one platform where like you can allow to like have those conversations and stuff. And I think this he added like one feature to it also where like it's like the open space where like people can just get on the call and like talk about a specific topic.
I think
Kind of like a podcast type of stuff.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. So I don't use Twitter that much at all.
It used
but
to be
I know-
called Twitter Space. I think it used to be called. I don't know what.
Yeah,
the name is
yeah.
now.
That platform. But yeah, man.